10 Ukrainian habits you should adopt. The Ukrainian people have lots of beautiful traditions with unique and diverse cultures based on ancient Slavic traditions and symbols. For instance, their national flag colours are richly symbolic. For those who know, the colours are showing peace and agriculture, placing the blue peaceful sky above yellow wheat fields. That alone reflects the kind of special role agriculture plays in the life of Ukrainians. So if you're greeted "Welcome to the breadbasket of Europe," it shouldn't feel so strange. There are many things to learn from the diverse habits of the Ukrainian people. Their culture, which though has evolved over time, has been a positive example for other European countries. Here are 10 Ukrainian habits you should adopt. 1. Ukrainian care about their look. What I would love to mention first among the Ukrainian habits to emulate is that they care about their look. If you ask me, I really can't explain why I'm mentioning that first, but something tells me it's because of the beauty of these charming and dainty Ukrainian ladies and virile Ukrainian gentlemen. Whatever, the nation is naturally blessed with beauty in diversity. This strong admixture of blood explains why Ukrainians have an average height, fair skin, generally slender build, and mostly light eyes and hair. These people are lovable because they cherish these features of their bodies. Even those who lack any of these attractive body looks still care about their look and will do all they can to remain attractive. I love to adopt this habit. It's no surprise that Ukrainian women are among the most beautiful, as the country has consistently been ranked among the top countries in the world with beautiful women. Yet, I need to set it straight here. Ukrainian women appreciate the difference between flaunting their femininity in the name of being pretty and dignifying it. Sweatpants or hoodies are generally the last out of the closet when Ukrainian women are deciding what to wear. You would hardly see a Ukrainian appearing shabbily in public. Their sense of dressing and grooming is a model for every nationality. 2. Ukrainians maintain their national identity in the diaspora. There's a wide-ranging Ukrainian diaspora throughout the world. I once came across an official figure putting the population of the Ukrainian people, or people who identify themselves as Ukrainian ethnicity, living outside the country as 10 million. However, another I made about that time put their population above 20 million people. Under normal circumstances, you would find a good number of Ukrainians in Argentina, Brazil, Canada, Italy, the USA and Kazakhstan, among other places, doing pretty well and living comfortably. But we are interested in how they maintain their national identity wherever they are. Ukrainians maintain cultural and economic links with their country. They're not ashamed to join in celebrating their national holidays and festivals, even though they're unable to travel home for these purposes. The 11 public holidays in Ukraine are special to all, regardless of where they live. Their attachment to the cuisines and dressing is noticeable to their host communities. We all need to adopt this Ukrainian habit, as they're always proud of who they are. 3. Ukrainians eat in moderation. I'm adding this to Ukrainian habits you should adopt because it's noteworthy. Ukrainians are moderate in eating habits, not because they don't have enough to indulge. In fact, the first time you attend a Ukrainian party, you'll feel like, wow, these people eat a lot. How wrong you would be. If you have been to one of their celebrations and seen what I'm talking about, a table groaning with huge amounts of food, you may jump to the wrong conclusion that Ukrainians always overindulge at mealtimes. But the actual fact is that the Ukrainian diet is rather healthy and quite modest. Despite the amount of food available for the citizenry, the Ukrainian obesity rate as of the last check was around 20%, not even in the world's top 30 and far below most Western countries' rates. 4. Ukrainians respect strangers' privacy. This is another one of the Ukrainian habits to adopt. The first time a Ukrainian meets a stranger, he isn't going to be cheery because it's not their habit to be quick to open up and be smiling with strangers. Some actually misjudge them as being cold and unemotional, but I'd say this is a very good habit to emulate. Ukrainians believe in dignifying strangers by keeping a reasonable distance from their personal life until they're sure of a stranger's values, likes and dislikes. And you'll agree with me that it's indecent to be too quick to let strangers into your life and force yourself into friendship with someone you hardly know. Once they know you better and you get used to them better, you'll find that Ukrainians express their feelings and emotions much more openly. 5. Ukrainian women are not cheap. Though famed for their beauty and the attention of men nationally and internationally, Ukrainian women are not mail-order brides for rich men. They're not materialistic and don't get enticed by the showy display of wealth by men hoping to woo a bride. These women are apt to demand respect rather than money from men. You can't buy their favour by simply offering a new home somewhere on the moon. They want to see sincere effort from any man before he can win their affection. But I can tell you for free that the effort of a hard-working man will eventually be rewarded when he discovers that Ukrainian women can be faithful and loving wives and caring mothers. That's another habit for all women to adopt. 6. Their use of alcoholic beverages. No doubt about it, alcohol is very cheap in Ukraine. Everyone can afford a glass of wine or 2 glasses of beer every day. If it were that cheap in France or Germany, it would cause bigger problems. However, Ukrainians don't drink at every meal. According to WHO, the level of alcohol consumption in Ukraine places the country in the 22nd position in the world, the same position as Italy, where such drinks are far more expensive. Even the vodka that Ukrainians drink and serve friends in large quantities on special occasions isn't the same as in Italy. Drinking habits are different here than what people outside know as vodka. 7. Ukrainians don't tolerate corrupt leadership. This is an important Ukrainian habit you should adopt. Ukrainians don't hide their disrespect for governmental authorities that are unsatisfactory in their performances. If a leader or public servant is not doing well in managing the country's internal and external policies, they don't tolerate him for long. The government quickly loses confidence and disobedience becomes rife. 8. Ukrainians are brave. Kudos to the brave Ukrainians. They don't feel intimidated by difficult situations or powerful external forces. Hence, no one can push the country behind in the Committee of Nations. When it comes to standing for what they believe, Ukrainians will maintain their grounds, not minding whose ox is goaded. It's a good Ukrainian habit to emulate. As citizens of the largest countries in Europe, Ukrainians don't run away from the challenges of nation building and defending their territorial integrity. They're ready to stake anything it takes to get their acts together. This is also evident in their strides in business and architecture, engineering, military and economy. They keep exploring new grounds and bravely do so successfully. 9. Ukrainians value education. The Ukrainian people are generally well educated. There are no out-of-school children. Even if there was no law against it, Ukrainians love learning and this is habitual. It's been passed from generation to generation and the effort is yielding good results. They're making a significantly great impact in agriculture as one of the largest wheat producers in the world. Ukrainians are doing pretty aerospace, aviation, infotech, metallurgy, arts and sports. Writer Taras Shevchenko, painter Kazimir Malevich, spacecraft designer Sergei Korolev and many others have shown the world the value of the kind of education available in Ukraine. The education they receive in the system has made them international figures. 10. Religious tolerance. I need to also tell you that Ukrainians are among the people with religious tolerance. Though their country is a secular state that doesn't adopt any state religion, no one prevents anybody from practicing his or her religion or from refusing to join in a religion. While there are many magnificent church buildings and cathedrals in Ukraine since around 988, the people ensure that the country's most important national shrines, Kiev-Pechersk Lavra and St. Sophie Cathedral, are well cared for to the extent that they are part of UNESCO's World Heritage List sites. While Eastern Orthodox Christianity is the dominant religion, having some 88% of the population as members, some 500,000 Muslims and 400,000 Jews are practicing their religion without any disturbance from fellow Ukrainians. This is a good habit to be adopted. What do you feel about these Ukrainian habits you should adopt? Tell us if there are other habits of Ukrainians you think should be emulated in the comments section below. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.